Question 979. Have you ever irked a postman?
Irked?
I feel so attacked.
I'm pretty sure I've irked Jeff a few times, so probably.
Irked?
Irked.
Triggering Jeff.
Mildly pissed off.
Basically, all of us need to say, Jeff, when have we irked you?
Oh yes, absolutely, I have. But I don't mean to.
I feel right. Well, I'd say you've all done it right now. So moving on.
I love the postal
Just now.
service. I think it's one of the most important facets of our entire civilization, and all of the people who work in it are underpaid and underappreciated.
Right, now kick him. Now kick him.
No, I'm
got him
sorry,
high.
I mean that sincerely.
Yep.
You just,
I do know. I actually do know a few American postal workers. So
you think it's work harder for them?
I don't know. I mean, they've had to deal with a lot of the same shit we have. Like I think they've been basically tried to sell off the US Post. I mean, they have sold off our postal service, and privatised it. And it's been a fucking disaster. So,
Yes.
What made it a disaster?
it's just never run flipping right since, but it's just my opinion. It was better. The thing was, it was supposed. The thing was, it was a public service that paid for itself.
Does the American Postal Service separate packages from letters?
Ask an American.
That's what I am doing.
I've
What do you mean separates?
Well, we had this arm of the Royal Mail that wasn't very profitable, and we had this arm
Which
of it
one?
that was very profitable.
Which one?
Oh well, at the point at which it was split up, the Royal Mail, the letters wasn't profitable, and the parcels was.
Royal Mail's never been split up.
Parcel Force.
That's always been a separate company.
Yes, but it was under the same thing. Is my
It was
point.
a separate company, but it was under the umbrella, the Royal Mail Group.
Right,
It was never part of Royal Mail.
The point being that at one
Ever.
point there was that bit that made money, and the other bit didn't. And together, it paid for itself completely. And obviously they sold off the lovely profitable bit that people made money off.
No, they've sold off the letters and the pot. The only thing that haven't been sold off is the Crown Post Office counters.
Interesting. Yes. Anyway, my point being is was trying to work out whether or not the US have this same kind of separation of letters and very small packages and.
It's a misnomer.
It depends.
No, it's not. I know what you're asking. No, it's not.
It depends. I think it depends. I think it depends on where you live. Like when I lived in a rural area, the postman that came through delivered both.
Yeah.
If you live in some cities, they'll have a postman come through and deliver all of the mail into either the mailboxes or the big like apartment multi-boxes, and then they'll have another guy that just delivers the packages. But it just depends. I think it just depends on the city where you live, how far out you are, if you're in the city.
Yeah, it does, because my
varies.
hometown, my aunt was the post lady, and she delivered all of it. Now that I'm here, they have someone who comes through and delivers the letters, and then they have someone who comes through earlier and delivers the packages.
Fair enough.
I live in a small town. I'm about 2 blocks away from the post office, and they will not deliver to my house. Period. Some union
odd.
regulation.
Uh-huh.
And I have to go to the post office to get my mail, and I get a free post office box.
See, I prefer that.
But for somebody who is like disabled and has a lot of trouble getting around and things, much less carrying stuff at the same time I'm walking with a cane, it's an extremely inconvenient thing and makes me very angry.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Spooky says, wait for a postman to open the letterbox, then start barking like a dog. Hilarity ensues. I don't think the postman will agree.
Why? It just means you won't be getting your fucking mail.
I mean,
Are you allowed to refuse to deliver mail?
On health and safety grounds, yes.
Bloody
Yep.
unions.
I've had them refuse to deliver the mail here. My roommate insists on not putting the mailbox to the ground.
Okay, it's Dave.
The list.
The list. Oh no.
As Dave's going to go down these roads, up the fucking Union.
Right, do you have to buy them or do you get given them?
I acquired this one. That's all I'm saying.
He acquired.
I acquired it from a demonstration.
Fair enough. Did you have to run?
No, no, not at all. Made a good. You roll it up, it actually made a good little weapon to like bat off the police. But
do you Brits know that in the United States our postal service is a mandated service in the Constitution?
I was not aware of that, but it's interesting to know.
I don't think there's anything special about ours, particularly other than it's royally done. Hello, Sammy.
Well, yeah, it's not really anymore because it's private.
I hate buying stuff from England and having it shipped. The postal fees are so unrealistically high. It just sometimes will double the cost of an item.
Of course it will.
Yeah,
it's just amazing how bad it is.
And it's cheap. That's the worst thing. This is, our biggest.
Well,
if you want to argue about what I think the biggest issue.
I have to step out and take this call.
Okay. Sammy. He came back and then disappeared again.
What does irk mean?
Mildly pissed off.
No, our post is awesome.
Tell Jeff how good his goatee looks.
What goatee?
exactly. He hasn't seen the thing on Twitter, Dave.
Insult Jeff.
Yeah.
You're not very good on the spot. You have to mildly irk him.
Dum 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 do 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 do.
Do 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 do.
There you go. It's too late.
I'm gonna have that stuck in my head all day now.
I just pictured Jeff walking along in his uniform, and I could just hear the baby elephant playing over the top of it.
Are you quite fit, Jeff?
No.
Even though, surely you walk like miles a day. I mean, I appreciate you're not at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say when I say fit, I'm not at the moment. I'm not particularly like super fit when I am working, but
But you do a lot of walking, don't you?
do a hell of a lot of walking. It's probably why I was able to. It's probably why I was able to do like that big hiking thing I did a couple of years ago, which I probably wouldn't have been able to do.
Yeah, but you're meant to be running along the wall. Would you be home yet, or are you still there?
What's the date today? I would have been back now, I think, because I was supposed to have been in China. Yes, you're right. So over the last couple of weeks.
So you should have had several weeks of fun memories, as opposed to you have memories of us.
Poor Jeff.
Okay, there you go.
Wah, wah, wah.
There you go. That irks me.
Right.
Oh, he's irked. We can move on.
We can move on. I loved when I saw this question.
Oh god.
You're like, I have to save that for whenever he's on here.
Yes, I did.
Which is most days I know, but
but I've got to be sure. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.